Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of our video. So today I'm going to kind of give you instructions on how to build this actual presentation and I'll walk you through it. So building your game board, we're going to kind of go back and forth so you guys can see exactly what to do. Step 1, insert the title game board into the slide title section. So when I click on here, it says click to add title. That is where I'm going to write game board. If I do not insert game board into there, I'm going to have problems later when it comes to linking it. So I have game board on here. That doesn't really look the best. So even though it's in the slide title section, I'm going to go ahead and make it super teeny. And I'm just going to stick it up here in the corner. Actually, I'm going to put it down in this bottom corner. We just need it there for informational purposes. All right, so step 2, it says create your first category shape. So I'm going to come back over here, and on my little board right here, you'll see that I have shapes. I like to use the rounded rectangles because I think they're prettier. So I'm going to click and drag and draw one. Now remember, we need 3 of these for our categories, so I'm going to go about this size because I think if I duplicate it, it'll end up being the right size. It has to be aesthetically appealing, which means pleasing to the eye. So I'm going to make it a nice green color because I'm using green and pink for mine. And I'm going to put in my first category. So remember, your first category is personal. It can be something you are interested in. So I'm going to do Disney. Oh, here we go. We'll do Walt Disney World. I'm really feeling sad for Walt Disney World. I just read an article that they're closed indefinitely. So that's what I'm going to go with for mine. You can change your font color. That's right up here. Here's your font style itself. So if you wanted a different font style, I'm not going to change all of that, but this is just so you know how to do it. And I'm going to make it white, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger so that it is looks nice. So here's category 1. I did that. Now the next thing it's going to tell you to do is copy and paste 3 times. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go Command C, Command V, Command V, Command V. You can use Control V if you are on a Windows computer, and you can right click and or hold down and copy and paste on an iPad. Those are all your different options. You can also go up here to edit and do copy and paste. So there's all kinds of ways for you to do this. So now, the first thing we're going to notice is on my original game board that I showed you guys, I had a lot more categories. So it easily filled the space. One of your criteria is that needs to be aesthetically appealing. So we want to make these a little bigger, but if I do one at a time, it's going to end up being hard to match them, right? So what I can do now is I can hold down Shift and click on all 3 at the same time, and then come down here to the bottom and pull. And as it's pulling, it's going to stretch them out for me, and it's also going to make them bigger. I am also going to need to copy and paste it one more time so that now I have 4. So I'm going to space these out like so. And I'm going to still keep this one littler. And then I'm going to take these 4 and I'm going to change them to a pink color so it's opposite of that. I like pinks and greens. That's why I picked this. You can pick whatever works for you guys. Now, they shouldn't all say Walt Disney World on them. They should say the numbers. So to change the numbers, I'm just going to come here, click and type. So here's 250, 500, 750, and 1000. So I have my complete first row done. Now I'm going to select all of these. I'm just going to draw over it. I can also click on one, hold down Shift, and click on the others. 2 options, and I'm going to copy and paste this. So Command C, Command V, paste it once, paste it twice. Oops, sorry. And now I'm going to move them over so that I have 3 different rows rather than having to do them all individually. So I know these are lined up because it's showing me the red bar right here and the red down the center, so I know it's centered. This one's actually a little too high, so I'm going to pull it down a little bit, wait for that red line. Now, my middle category has to be a class that I take, so we're going to do computer applications because that's the class you guys are in. And my last one has to be something related to the Bible, so maybe for this one I would do the life of Christ. All right, so now my game board is set, and I am ready to take a screenshot and submit this. Remember, this is due by the end of the day on Friday. 11:59 p.m. is your deadline. So that is how you make your game board. We'll have to go back and edit this in a little bit after we've built our question slides. So how do you build your question slides? Let's go ahead and figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and just build one question slide for y'all, show you how to link it, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put the topic and amount in the title. So same thing, I'm going to go to where it says click to add title, and I'm actually going to leave it. So my first topic was Walt Disney World, and my amount is $250. So I did that. I put my topic and amount. The next thing you're going to do is write your question. So my question is going to be, at which Disney park can you find Cinderella Castle? It's actually not called Cinderella's Castle, fun fact, but it's just called Cinderella Castle. And I'm going to make this little box smaller. So if I put the answer straight into that, that would be a problem because it would not be, it would come up right when we clicked on the slide, and we don't want to do that. So it's going to say, write the answer. When we write the answer, we're going to have to insert a new text box. So I'm going to go insert, text box, and I'm going to write, anybody know? Magic Kingdom. Now this is very small. I want it to look different. I want it to be a little bigger. So I'm going to come here. Sorry, there's my tricky mouse. I'm going to make it white because that'll be prettier to the eye. And I'm going to make it bigger. So here's my answer, Magic Kingdom. If we were just to click on this slide at this point, we would not be done because we would already know the answer, and that does not give us any suspense. So the next step is going to tell you to add animation to make the answer appear. So to do that, I'm going to click on my answer. When I do that, I'm going to get these nice little things up here. And I'm going to go to my insert menu, and I'm going to come on down here to where it says animation and click on that. All right, now you will notice over here on the right hand side, I got this nice new little box that appeared. Before it was there, look at the right side, I go insert, oh, I have to have it selected, sorry. I'm going to go insert animation, it's not there, now it's there. So once I've chosen to insert the animation, you're going to notice first thing it shows you is the transitions. I'm going to choose the one that says appear. Everybody see that? Then on click, and then play will show us how it appears. So I click and it appears. That's just showing you that it happens. So now I have my animation in. So one more time, click and it appears. Woohoo! All right, so the next thing that you need to do is says add a shape. Remember, I used a shape to get back to the game board. So I like pretty shapes like stars. So you can pick one that makes sense for you. Where's the star? Do y'all see a star? I already had the star on there when I did it last time. Oh, it's under callouts. Who knew? All right, so if I click and draw, I'm going to put it down in this bottom corner. It is still an ugly gray. So I'm going to change it to a fun pink because I like pink. Oh, that's the border. Sorry, guys. Why is my star not changing? I'm going to learn something with you new today. Here we go. We'll do it this way. Here we go. All right, so I made it pink. And now I'm going to have this slide go back to the thing. So in order to do that, I'm going to hyperlink the shape back to the game board. So I'm going to right click right here, and I'm going to go to link. I can also click on it and come up to the top, and there should be a little link guy. Oh, I can't. He's right here, and I could click insert link. I could also come here to insert and choose link. I can also do the shortcut on the keyboard, which is Command K. So as you can see, there's tons of ways. If you're working with a Windows computer, it would be Control K. So once I've linked it, I'm going to come here to, it's going to give me this little box. I'm going to click the down arrow next to slides in the presentation. And I have a bunch because this is the one I've already made. But you should have one titled Game Board. Remember I told you to put the title Game Board on there and that was important? That's why. Now we know if we click here, it'll do Game Board, and I click Apply. That one is now linked to my Game Board. You are done building your first question slide. I know that was a ton of work, and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I ever going to get through all of this? Well, remember how I talked about duplicating? What we're going to do now is we're going to come here. We're going to come to this side. We're going to right click and choose Duplicate Slide. Now, everything is already set up on my second slide. So all I would do is come to my second slide, choose the title, and change it to Walt Disney World 500. Change my question, sorry, sensitive mouse, to at which Disney park. This should still be pretty easy because, you know, we're at 500, so not too hard. Can you ride? What's a fun ride? Let's see. Soarin'. That's like my favorite ride, I think. Well, Avatar. That one's a pretty fun ride too. The Flights of Passage. That's really fun. You should do that. Anyways, we're going to do, oh, I spelled Disney wrong. Good thing it has that red underline to tell me. So I would change my answer to Epcot. And everything is already set up. So now I'm done with that. Then I would just right click, duplicate slide, Walt Disney World 750, say at which Disney, we'll keep it kind of a little harder. At which Disney resort, we'll switch to resorts, can you see, no, let's do, can you eat with Snow White and some of her dwarves? Can't eat with all of them. And this would be at Wilderness Lodge. Alrighty, I'm not going to go through and create this whole presentation because, you know, that would be way too hard. You actually can eat with this evil queen there. I've never done that. I need to do that, guys. Anyways, as you can see, it's super easy. You're just duplicating and changing questions at that point. All right, so last thing you need to know. How do you link your game board to your question slides? So number one, you are going to double click or highlight the number to select it, not the box. So we're going to come up here to Walt Disney World 250, and I'm going to either double click or highlight to select this. And then I'm going to link it to my slides. So remember, there's 1,000 ways you can hyperlink. You can, stay on that page. You can choose this little button. You can go insert link. You can hit Command K, which is my choice. And then I'm going to click slides in this presentation. And now, because I labeled them correctly, I already know what it is, Walt Disney World 250. I click on that and apply, and now that'll work. Same thing here, Command K, slides in this presentation. You won't have a ton because you didn't use it as an example. Walt Disney World, apply. You will have quite a few once you make them. Right click, link, slides in this presentation, Walt Disney World 750, apply. And now you will have a functional game board just like I did. So if I were to present this, sorry if you can, hopefully you can see all of this now. If I click on Walt Disney World 250, it's going to take me to the slide. It's going to take me to the link. I'm going to click here. It's going to take me back. Ask me the question, click the answer, go back. All right, guys, that's all the information you need to know. Hopefully you guys understand everything. If you have questions, send me a message on the portal because that's the fastest way to reach me. I know this video was forever long, but you guys got this, and I hope to see you guys soon. Know that you are loved, you are cared for. If you have prayer requests, send them to me, and I will hopefully see you guys and hear from you soon. Talk to you soon. Bye.